What it do? So if you're joining the live right now, double tap the screen and share the live stream. Let's go. As you guys can see, BTC has been going crazy today, man. Bitcoin has been pumping crazy. Do you think they will reach a deal? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because what is currently going on in Iran right now is like people are beginning to go towards the power plant to become a human shield. So some Iranians, that are loyal to the regime, they are currently going, they are currently at the power plant right now in which Trump is trying to strike. So this pump we are seeing right now, and I will tell you guys what I've been noticing lately. Anytime there is a chaos, market always pumps. And I've noticed this ever since Trump came into power. Because back in the days, because I've been in the market for 10 years, back in the days, whenever there is a positive news, positive catalyst, market actually pumps. And whenever there is a negative news like what is currently going on in Iran or what is about to happen today, market actually dumps. But ever since Trump got into power, it's been the opposite. Whenever there is a positive news that will make the market pump, market dumps. And whenever there is so much chaos and there is negative news, market is pumping right now. I don't see the reason why BTC should be pumping right now, bro. But I can't do much about it. And that's why whenever there is so much chaos, and that's why I tell you guys one thing about trading is all about psychology. Trading is all about psychology. And once you can master psychology, you can be able to be a good trader, right? Because most people right now, what most people are doing right now is like whenever there is a bad news, they think market is going to dump. Everybody will start shutting the market. But all these institutions can actually manipulate you guys. And from there, they take you out. Oh, someone said they reached a 2 week suspension of the bombing just now. That's crazy. That's crazy. I thought Trump was like serious about the bombing, right? But to be honest with you, the reason why they didn't bomb it was because Iranians are beginning to. There were some Iranians, right? Lots of Iranians around the power plant, and if Trump actually bombs it, that's a fucking genocide, right? It is a fucking genocide. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Someone said it's on CNN. Oh, they reached a 2 week suspension of the bombing just now. Pakistan negotiated it. It's on CNN. Oh, great. And regardless of that, market is still pumping, man. BTC is pumping good. BTC is pumping good. And also for my Discord members, don't forget that our second take profit is around 71,000. I think our second take profit is around 71,800 because we've already smashed our first take profit, which was 69,500. So we are waiting for our second take profit to actually hit. And once that hits, we're gonna wait for the final take profit. Or BTC is looking very bullish right now, so you guys can see. It's looking very bullish right now. And to be honest with you, the way I've been trading lately, I've been just trading candlesticks. Because if you're trying to do news trading doesn't work anymore like it used to. That's what I'm gonna tell you guys. Back in the days, I used to be more of like a news trader, right? Because markets always had a pattern back in the days. Whenever there is a positive news, market pumps, negative news, market dumps. I used to do news trading a lot back in the days. But right now, um, positive news doesn't pump the market anymore, right? And that's why I'm focusing on just like, trying to predict the move, just looking at candles. Because one thing you guys got to understand, every candle you guys are seeing right now, it tells a story. Like every candle you guys, so you're currently on a 1 hour time frame, and each and every one of these candles are telling stories, right? So from there, you can actually look at a pattern, and from the pattern, you can make your prediction. And when it comes to the chart patterns, I think we've gone through so many chart patterns, but let me show you guys some of the chart patterns that are available for those of you that are traders. It's a shit taking time to load. Yeah, so this is for those of you that are interested about learning candlestick patterns, right? So there are so many patterns you guys can actually learn, because if you want to be a very good trader, like I told you, if you want to be very good in trading, you got to understand candlestick patterns. So the reason why I can actually predict the market, looking at all these candles, the reason why I can actually make my predictions is because I've studied all these candlestick patterns over 100 times. I've been studying this shit for like 10 years now. So that's something you guys got to understand. You got to be able to like, read candlesticks, understand chart patterns. And from there, it can help you make prediction on what direction the market is going to go. So that would be the best advice I would give for those of you that want to be, that want to get into trading. And when it comes to trading, I'm a futures trader. So that's the only thing I trade. I trade only futures. I don't trade any other stuff, man. I just love futures due to like with little capital and leverage, I can open a bigger position. So that's why I fuck with trading futures. Man, BTC is pumping crazy, man. Like with the way BTC is pumping right now, I feel like before today is over, $72,000 is around the corner, man. We might be hitting $72,000 for Bitcoin, because right now we are both $71,000 right now. Earlier today, BTC was around, I think, around $68,000 or so. When it kind of pumped from like 68 from like, 71, which is like $3,000 was added to BTC. That's crazy. Also, if you guys have any question regarding the markets, you can just let me know in the comment section. For those of you that have question regarding the market. For some reason, I can't even see my charts. Okay, I can see it now. Perfect. Well, let's go through some of the comments. Someone said when Trump makes an announcement, probably this evening, it will dump what is gonna pump before. When there is so much bullish momentum right now as we speak, like you guys are seeing this candle right now, there is so much bullish momentum for BTC. We are currently at 71,124. I think we are reaching very soon. We're gonna be hitting like I feel like $72,000 BTC today is actually possible because on Sunday, which was like 2 days ago, when BTC was at I think 68K or so, I told you guys that we're gonna be testing $70,000 on Sunday. And some people thought I was kidding, and on Sunday we actually hit $70,000, right? And right now, my prediction, I see BTC hitting $72,000. So on a short time, this week, if you had to ask me this week, BTC retesting $75,000 this week is actually possible. So that would be my prediction this week of like, BTC actually retesting $75,000. Because I think for $75,000, we've retested that before. Let me use the higher time frame. So that was around this time, around March 17. So if you guys can remember March 17, we pumped all the way to like $76,000. As you guys can see over here. So we pumped all the way to like $76,000 around March, you know, around March 17. And I believe that with the momentum BTC is going right now, with this level of momentum, we can be able to like, actually retest this. We might see BTC, sometime this week. I'm not saying it's going to happen today, but sometime this week, we might see BTC actually retest 75 to like $76,000 before the pullback. And in this April, if you had to ask me in April, we might even touch $80,000 in April, bro. That's actually doable. Somebody said, "Have you seen Zcash? It's pumped crazy. Can you pull up the chart?" Hope I'm gonna see a good pump, man. Oh, that's actually a good pump. Nice. So Zcash is actually up 25% today. That's actually a crazy pump, 25% up today. And also, this is one of the coins I've recommended multiple times. Like I've recommended, Zcash multiple times. I told you guys when it comes to like, so I told you guys coins that are the future are privacy coins. That was one of the things I told you guys. I told you guys privacy coins have a lot of, potential and they are the future. That's why I told you guys to like, buy coins like Monero. I also mentioned Zcash. So I told you guys like these two coins were my top coins when it comes to privacy coins, right? So with the way Zcash is actually pumping right now, I'm actually excited. But let's see how far Zcash can actually go. So is for my all-time high was back in 2016, $5,941. That was how high this coin went back in 2016, right? But I don't think we're gonna go that high. I feel like if Zcash is to pump, um, I feel like 1,000 for the next bull run. If I'm to give my target for the next bull run, it's gonna be around that. It's gonna be around that. Around that $1,800 to like $2,000. That'll be my target for the next bull run. And also the previous high, like I said, the last previous high was back in December 2017. It was at $951. And then 2025 bull run came. It went to like $740, which isn't that much. So for Zcash, it is a long-term investment to me. If you had to ask me, I believe in this coin long-term. So seeing the coin being up 25% today, at least it actually makes me happy because I've been talking about this coin multiple times. So, but for those of you that never bought Zcash when it was around $200, I wouldn't be buying right now at around $315 because that's what most of you guys are gonna do. Because back then when Zcash was around, $200 or so, I was talking about this coin a lot and you guys never bought. But most morons are gonna start buying right now at this current price, which is fucked. So if you're thinking about Zcash, to me, it is a long-term investment, but wait for a pullback. And when it pulls back, that would be the best time to buy. Someone is asking, how do you buy Monero? Monero is actually up today too. So Monero is up about 5%. So if you're looking for where to buy Monero, you can actually buy it from these platforms. Fullcoin, Mexi, Bitfinex, Kraken. So any one of these platforms, you can actually get it from there, right? And there are so many other platforms in which you can find it. So look for one of these platforms and get it from there. Man, BTC keeps on pumping, bro. BTC keeps on pumping. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, bro. Howard said, "Why do people keep asking how to buy? It's crypto uses change law." Yeah, I think those guys are still new. So most people in this space are like they are newbies. They haven't bought crypto before. They haven't, they are just new to the space, right? That's why they keep on repeating the same questions like over and over again. Man, there is so much bullish momentum on BTC right now. I don't know whether you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Like this so much momentum is getting scary. Like this previous, $76,000, this previous high. I see BTC retesting that, sometime this week. You know, I see BTC actually retesting that sometime this week because there is so much bullish moment. Oh my God, it keeps on pumping, bro. Keeps on pumping. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Oh, Todd said Trump announced a ceasefire. That's why. You see, and that's the reason why, even though as a trader, there are some things you can't control. Let's say, for example, right now, someone opened a short position. Maybe someone did your technical analysis and there was an opportunity for a short position, and someone actually opened a short position, right? And all of a sudden, Trump announced a ceasefire and the market starts going in the opposite direction. You're gonna get fucked, right? And that's why when it comes to trading, just technical analysis alone won't save you, right? Sometimes you gotta understand what's going on in the what's going on around just to help you make a better decision. All right, Jay is asking what I do trade with leverage. Yes, I do trade with leverage. I love leverage. All my trading, I do it with leverage. You know, like every trading that I do all my tradings with leverage. And when I'm doing trading, I prefer using so when it comes to trading, I prefer using. So for those of you that don't have experience, you can use maybe 5x maximum. But me, as someone with experience, I go with 40x. So on hyperliquid right now, whenever I'm trading on hyperliquid, I use the maximum leverage. What the fuck? There is so much bullish momentum on BTC, bro. I don't know whether you guys are seeing what I'm seeing right now. There is so much bullish momentum on BTC. Because I'm saying sometime this week, we're gonna be retesting. Earlier I said we're gonna hit $72,000 tonight. It's already happening right now. Even by the time I'm done with the live stream, I believe we're gonna be at $72,000. So I might be increasing my target for BTC, you know. But sometime this week, 75, 75 to like $76,000. It's not off the table, bro. I see BTC actually doing that sometime this week. Let me use a rectangular. Let me use rectangle. It's better. So 76 to like $75,000 would be my target for BTC. So sometime this week, he's gonna be touching this zone. All right, Todd is asking what is the next resistance level? 74. Let's look at the next resistance level. I think the next resistance level, yeah, you got it right. It's at $74,000. You got it right. So if we can break $74,000 resistance, we're gonna see BTC pump to like 75, 76. So that's what I'm actually waiting for us to like break that resistance level. And once we break it, we are shooting all the way up to like $75,000, $76,000, and we go from there. And also for those who are watching on TikTok, double tap the screen, share the live stream. Let's go. Double tap and share the live stream. And if you're new to crypto, if you're new to trading, you want to learn about trading, DM me the word, mentor. And once I'm done with the live stream, I will get back to you. Let me go through some of my YouTube comments. What's up, Mula? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the live stream. BTC, let's go, man. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. And also for those who are currently on the Discord, don't forget the next take profit, take profit target, right? I think our next take profit target is gonna be around. Let me find it. So for BTC, we've already smashed the first take profit target. So we've already like crossed 65,000, 69,500. So this was our first TP, take profit target. So what we are waiting for right now is our second take profit target, which is like around 71,800. I think BTC almost touched it today. Let's go back to BTC to see whether it actually hit our second take profit. All of a sudden, my screen just went blank. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with this shit? Just give me a sec, guys. Anytime I go from my Discord to my other screen, I think this shit starts fucking up. Yeah, for some reason my screen has gone fucking blank, bro. Can you guys see my screen? It's back again now. Yeah, sometimes this software kind of fucks up sometimes. But it's back again now. So I think BTC went as high as like no, it didn't actually touch our second take profit. It was close. Let me just zoom this shit in. It was close. So BTC went to like, let me just draw it out. So it went all the way to like $71,741. So it was like $60 away from hitting our take profit too. But for those who are in the Discord, keep on hitting because I see BTC smashing our second take profit tonight. It was close. We almost hit it today. We almost hit it today before the pullback, right? So we're just gonna be patient for BTC to actually smash it before you guys lock in profit. But we almost there. And also, this is a swing trade setup. Yeah, I told you, you got it right. 71,715. Let me just pull up the Discord again. So for those who are wondering, so this is a swing trade, setup. So me, I'm a swing trader. I'm not a day trader. Sometimes I day trade for fun, but where the real money is made is by swing trading. Because swing trading, you give your trade a lot of time for your trade to actually play out, right? So when we got into BTC was when BTC was at 66,400. I gave my entry price to be at around 65,800, which you guys can see. And we saw BTC dip all the way to like our DCA1. It didn't go all the way to this, but it touched this. Meaning that you would have gotten the entry price, you would have gotten the DCA1, and that was our stop loss, 62,800. So we've already smashed the TP1, which is like 69,500. We almost touched the TP2 today. We were like $60 away from like, hitting this TP2. So like I said, for those who are in the Discord, keep on holding your trade. Sometime today, I see BTC smashing this, and sometime this week, we might see BTC smashing the final take profit. And that's a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio, meaning that if the trade doesn't go your way, if you're trading with $1,000 right now, so these are the outcomes. Let's say, for example, you're trading $1,000 right now and the trade doesn't go your way. Maximum you might lose might be 20 bucks, while your profit is gonna be 80 to like $100 plus. So I prefer this kind of like, risk to reward ratio, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. The higher, the better. I don't like going 1 to 1. I see people that go 1 to 1, you know. And also, one thing about 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio, you don't even need to have that much win rate for you to be, profitable. But for people that have, 1 to 1 win to, risk to reward ratio, they have to have more, more win rates, right, for them to like actually be profitable. So that's why I prefer this one. And if you're interested in joining the academy, if you want to be getting signals in real time and me telling you when to buy, when to take profit, DM me the word academy. And once I'm done with the live stream, I will get back to you. Any other question, guys? I think my screen is fucking up again. Anytime I go to Discord, my screen starts fucking up. Just give me a sec, guys. I just want to fix this shit. Yeah, my software is having a problem right now. Somebody said hacked. I don't think I'm hacked. I feel like the software I'm using right now to do my live stream is having a problem because I'm streaming from OBS. And this software is kind of like fucking maniac. Well, just bear with me, guys. I'm gonna get it fixed. I'm gonna fucking get it fixed. Man, this shit is pissing me off right now, bro. Why is this shit not fixing? Just bear with me. I'm trying to pull up the chart for BTC. The software I'm using is having some problem right now. Let me see what I can figure out another way of doing this. There are so many ways to kill a rat. You feel me? There are so many fucking ways to kill a rat. This shit is still taking time, bruh. I think I might have to restart my live stream. So the software I'm using right now is kind of frozen. The software I'm using right now is kind of frozen. I might have to restart my live stream to get this shit working. Fucking sucks. It's fucking back again. Fucking moron. Shit is back again now. Yeah, shit is back again now. Perfect. All right, so any other question for me, guys? And also sorry for for the technical, what's it called? For the troubleshooting, right? I'm not an IT guy. Sometimes my computer might be faulty. It takes me time to like get shit fixed. You know, I'm just a trader. Todd said market is so rigged, lols. Insider trading. Insider trading has been going on for a while. It's like you guys are still new to like insider trading. This shit has been happening ever since, bro. So I'm not even surprised with insider trading. Man, I'm just pissed. I wish BTC at least hit our second take profit. So right now it's at 71,400. I'm still waiting for BTC to hit 71,800. So that would be our TP2. That would be TP2. Let's go. Any other question for me, guys? Let me know in the comment section if you guys have any other question. All right, let's pick some questions from YouTube. All right, Bag Boy Billy's asking, where did you get in at? So we got into the BTC at around $65,000. That's our average price. So our average price was $65,000, and right now BTC is currently at $71,000. So if you guys had gotten into BTC with us, you would have made about $6,000 so far if you had bought one Bitcoin, right? Depending. Someone said I just got liquidated. Maybe you were long in the market. That's why. For the guy who got liquidated, it seems like you were long in the market. Didn't expect news today because I'm not from America. It doesn't actually matter where you live. I live in Canada, but I'm always up to date with like American news, with what's going on in America. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whatever location you live at. You just got to put in the work to do your research, know what's going on in America and every other place. Me, I'm Canadian, but I know what's going on in America more than 95% of Americans, bro. Like everything that is going on in America, I know. I know what's going on in America more than what's going on in Canada. If you ask me what's going on in Canada, I don't know shit. Bad boy said been holding this position for 2 weeks. Keep on holding, brother. Keep on holding. Shit is waking up. And also, Toad said something that made sense. Toad said he used stop loss. So, guys, stop loss is your friend. Stop loss is your friend. So, let's say you're a trader right now and you looked at the market earlier today. The market was looking bearish. You opened a short position for BTC. Even though the orange man, called a ceasefire or whatever, and market started pumping, at least your stop loss would have saved you, right? But if you have no stop loss and you are trading, anything can take you out. Someone said pump due to ceasefire. Later dump is coming back. Yes, of course, but before we see a dump, hey yo, BTC is about to smash our second take profit. I don't know whether you guys are seeing this. 70. Oh, our second take profit has hit 71,800. Let's fucking go. Hey yo, for all you Discord members, we've already hit our. Feel free to like secure profit. If you're a student in the Discord right now, feel free to secure. We almost have $72,000. Let's go. We'll be hitting $72,000 very soon. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, bro. You gotta pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. So, how many take profit have we smashed? So, we've already smashed 69,500. We've already smashed 71,800. So, we are waiting for our final take profit. You know, we are waiting for our final take profit. And guys, this is how to do a swing trade. You know, sometimes I see so many day traders, trying to do scalping, trying to trying to trade 1 minute time frame. I'm a swing trader. I prefer to set and forget. And this trade took only, I think, it took only less than 2 weeks for the full trade to play out. So for swing trading, sometimes it might take you like a week for the trade to play out. Sometimes few days, sometimes few weeks. And that's why it's called swing trading, right? And to me, that's been like my most profitable trading, vs setting and forgetting. So sometime this week, like I said, we might be hitting like the final take profit, which is gonna be at around 74,500. And it's gonna be a very successful trade. And for those who are wondering, for this trade, it is a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. It is a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio, right? So at least the trade played out exactly as we predicted. And what is the price of BTC right now? I think my software is having problem again. What the fuck is wrong with this software? Anytime I go to my Discord, my software starts having problem, bro. Just bear with me, guys. Let me just fix this fucking shit. Oh fucking god. It's back again. Fucking shit. So that was a fucking successful trade. We are just waiting for our final take profit, which is gonna be at around 74,500. So this would be our final take profit at around this point. And the trade is gonna be fucking complete. And I see our final take profit actually hitting, actually hitting. Even though the trade, even though the trade starts going down right now and BTC starts crashing right now, we are still profitable. Because we've taken our first take profit. We are $72,000 right now. Let's go. So we've taken our first take profit, and we've taken our second take profit. So even though the trade doesn't work as we expect, we're still profitable. Any other question for me, guys? I'm so fucking excited right now, bro. I'm so fucking excited. Let's fucking go. You gotta pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. I just want to play that music right now. You gotta pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You gotta pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You gotta pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You gotta pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. Let's fucking go. And also for those of you who are interested in getting this swing trading alerts, so if you're interested in getting swing trading alerts, DM me the word, swing, and I will get back to you. Job work said, I guess I missed some bullish news. Hey bro, what will happen tonight? Will Trump really destroy Iran? How will the market react? Oh, I'm just seeing your comment right now. So what actually happened was that I think Trump, so he's not gonna be attacking Iran today. So that was the reason why the market started pumping right now. And initially the market was looking bearish until Trump, kind of like announced this and everything started pumping, right? So BTC is still pumping. I'm just waiting for our final take profit target. I don't know whether it's gonna happen today, but I'm just super patient, you know. But sometime this week, I'm sure that BTC is hitting $75,000 for sure. Sometime this week, we're gonna definitely smash $75,000. Someone is asking what's my take profit on Tau Bitensor. So Bitensor, I'm not trading Bitensor. So I'm investing. So Bitensor, I'm currently invested long term. So that's a long term investment. So I do have a portfolio for long term investment, and I do have a portfolio for trading. So what I'm doing right now, I'm currently trading BTC. You know. So when it comes to crypto, that's the only thing I trade. I'm gonna keep it real with you, and that's the best way to win. Instead of you trying to trade multiple assets, trying to trade stocks, commodities, trying to no, instead of you trying to trade like multiple assets in crypto like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, SRP, it's better to just focus on BTC. Study the chart every fucking day. And if you're studying one chart every day, there will be a time you can just predict whatever direction the asset is gonna move, the price is gonna move, due to you study the chart all the time. And that's why for BTC, most of my predictions for BTC has been super accurate. Because that's all I study. That's all I study. I study BTC all the time, bro. That's why most of my prediction for BTC has been super accurate. We are currently at 72,400. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Even if BTC touches our last take profit target at around 74,500, if it happens today, I'm not gonna be surprised. Because BTC needs about $2,000 extra for BTC to hit our final take profit. And that would be a fucking successful trade, you know. And I'm gonna tell you guys, if you're trying to get rich, for those of you who are trying to get rich, swing trading is the way to go. Day trading is not gonna make you rich. Swing trading is gonna make you rich. Because when it comes to day trading, because sometimes I see people, oh, I made so much money in day trading, I made this money in day trading. But when you add like their overall, their profit and loss every day over like 2 years period, 5 years period, 99% of day traders are not profitable, bro. Like, I'm not kidding you. 99% of day traders are not fucking profitable. But as a swing trader, all you gotta do, you set and you forget. Right, so that's all you do for swing trading. Swing trading is very easy. It's like very easy to do. And that's why when it comes to my win rate, I do have like a very, very high win rate for swing trading. I must say like 80 to like over 80% in win rate for swing trading. Like, I'm very confident about that for my win rate. 80% minimum. Any other question, guys? Let me know in the comment section. And also for those of you who are interested in trading futures, so if you're new to futures, you want to learn how to trade futures, DM me the word futures. And once I'm done with the live stream, I'm gonna get back to you. Someone said, "Hey, boss, Are you reading the comments?" Yeah, I'm going through the comments. I'm going through the comments, and sometimes TikTok might filter your comment, right? Depending. From Jamitra is asking Nuke around. I think Trump is kind of like he kind of called it off, right? And that's why the market is rallying right now. That's why you guys are seeing like a very big fat green candlestick, very fat bullish green candlestick. But I'm not gonna trust this pump, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna trust this pump, and that's why I'm telling you guys to actually lock in profit. And also for my students in my academy, once we reach that 74,500, once we reach this mark, please take your, lock in your final take profit, right? And then I'm gonna be dropping another signal today. No, not today. And once we hit our final take profit sometime this week, I will drop another signal. Someone is asking, you trade Ethereum as well? No, I only trade BTC. That's all I trade, just Bitcoin. And also, like I told you guys, the reason why I prefer trading Bitcoin is because every other crypto follows Bitcoin and whatever Bitcoin does. So when Bitcoin starts pumping, every other crypto starts pumping too. And when BTC starts dumping, every other crypto starts dumping too, right? So that's why I told myself, instead of trying to trade multiple cryptocurrencies, I should just focus on like, BTC, study the chart every time, get used to the chart. I study this chart 7 days a week. Like 7 days a week. You guys see me here too. I do my live stream 7 days a week. And when I'm not doing my lives with you guys, what am I doing? I'm studying the chart of BTC. That's all I do, BTC all the time. Somebody's asking good energy coin. Which coin is good energy coin, bro? And also for those from now moving onwards, we're gonna be focusing on futures. So most of my live streams right now is gonna be on futures trading, because I looked at it instead of like, looking at multiple, looking at meme coins. The next day we do options, another day we do this, doing so many things at the same time. It would be very hard for you guys to learn. But once I focus on, futures and teach you guys futures, you guys can like, so it's better to like just focus on one thing instead of having your energy spread, spread across, right? So that's why from now moving forward, mostly futures. Someone said, first of all, let's look at good energy coin. After good energy coin, we look at SUI. I can't see any coin called good energy coin, bro. Coin doesn't fucking exist. Coin fucking doesn't exist. Let's look at SUI. Man, SUI is only up 11%, and you're saying it's flying. 11%. When you said it's flying, I thought that SUI did like maybe 30% today. It's only up 11%, man. So, but if you're a swing trader, it's actually good. So for those of you who are like, swing traders, you trade with leverage. So even though it has 11% with a 10x leverage, that's about 100 and 111%, right? It depends. Jametra said no one can break a heart of a trader who looks at charts every day. What this shit is gonna do to you is gonna make your mind tough. Like trading has like, if you look at charts every day, because it messes with your emotion, right? And that's why most good traders you guys are gonna see are fucking psychopaths. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like most good traders you guys are seeing are fucking psychopaths because their emotions are not involved. No matter what the market does, it doesn't even affect them, you know. And you need some level of psychopathy in you for you to be a good trader. I'll keep it real with you. For you to actually be a good trader, you actually need some level of like, psychopath in you, right? So regardless of what market does, it doesn't affect you. BTC, let's fucking go. Let me use like a lower time frame because right now I'm using like, the daily time frame, right? But the reason why I like using daily time frame, 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame, I'm a swing trader. If you're a day trader, if you're a scalper, you can be using like the minute time frame. But I'm not a fucking scalper, bro. And I don't want to fucking be. Let me just go with 15 minutes for now. The coin name is good energy. The coin name is good and which let me go to desk screener and see what I can find it on desk screener. Good energy. Oh, I've seen the coin you're talking about with the chat, which is like, first of all, I'm gonna see whether this coin is good or not. So I'm gonna go to rugcheck.syz to see whether this shit is a fucking rug. So I'm gonna paste the address. Check. So the only problem I'm seeing right now is that it does have low liquidity. So the liquidity right now is very low. But let me see what I can find other issues. Let me look into the wallets to see whether they own majority of the coin. Why is this address not copying? Copy, copy, copy. Paste. It might take a while depending. These guys own majority of this token, bro. I'm not gonna trust this shit. So they have this token and they distributed it across multiple wallets. So that's what they actually did. You know. Yeah, so this person, nah, I won't trust this project. As you guys can see, all these wallets, these are insiders. These are insiders, right? Meaning that they can actually dump on you. So I'm gonna stay the fuck away from that coin, bro. I'll stay the fuck away from the coin. BTC is kind of cooling off a little bit. Let's see what's gonna happen, bro. Someone is asking what I think render is gonna go back to its former all-time high. Let's see whether it's possible for render to go back to its former all-time high. Even render is pumping. Render is up 14. Like the whole market is pumping today, bro. The entire market is pumping right now. Before we talk about render, there is a question that someone is asking. Someone is asking, how does one train to be a psychopath in trading? How can you train yourself to be a psychopath in trading right now? I'm trying to find the best answer for you. Because what made me cold, the reason why I don't attach my emotions to like trading is because I've been through a lot, right? Like I've had people betray. I've seen worse, right? That's why when I'm trading, you know, based on my life experience, based on what I've been through, you know, I keep my emotion intact. But if you're asking how to be cold while trading, I'm trying to like, how can you be cold while trading right now? Because one thing about trading, so far money is involved, it's gonna affect your emotions. So far money is involved, it will definitely, affect your emotions. I feel like the best thing to do in order to detach your emotions, like, in order to detach your emotions, the best thing I can tell you, just have your risk management in place. If you have your stop loss, your risk management, it doesn't actually fully affect your emotions, right? But when you are trading with no risk management, when the trade goes the opposite direction, you are more likely to panic. Right? So that's the best advice I can give you. But what made me cold is experience, life experience. Life life made me cold, right? So job work says so you need to take somebody else to get a W. 1000%. That's part of the game. Even me right now being profitable, I didn't actually become profitable all of a sudden. I took so many L's. I lost a couple of trades. I blew a couple of accounts before I became profitable, right? Because I've been doing this shit since 2015. I've been doing technical analysis since 2015 for 10 years now. So for me to become like, a good trader, profitable, it's all from failure, blowing accounts. Just, that's how you learn. Take some L's, and from there you get a W. What else are we gonna look into? So for the person who's asking about render, you're asking whether render can go back to its former all-time high. Let's look at render, because looking at render is kind of down about 84% from its all-time high, which isn't bad if you had to compare that with other cryptocurrencies. For render to retest its former all-time high, it is possible. I don't think render is done. So that's its former all-time high, around $13.57, and render is currently at $2. So for render to go back to its former all-time high, how many X does it need to do? So divide the all-time high price by current price. So 13.5 divided by current price divided by 2. So about 6.75. I see render doing more than that. So you're asking whether render can break, $13.57. I see render going all the way to like $15. I see it breaking from my all-time high. So you got nothing to worry about for render. And also today, render is actually pumping. It's up about 12% today. So I am bullish on render. Any other question for me, guys? Oh, BTC is cooling off a lot. So $71,941. You know, of course, this cool off we are seeing right now is expected. Guys, with this level of rally we had, BTC to rally this way, of course, some cool off is expected, right? So if it cools off a little bit, you're gonna see it's gonna reverse again and starts pumping. So the cool off is like, I'm not surprised with the cool off because traders are locking in profit, right? There we are people that bought Bitcoin at $65,000 where we bought it. So they might be locking all their profits, you know. Any other question, guys? Let me know in the comment section. Someone is asking good time to buy. Why do you guys like buying when market is pumping? When the market is dumping, nobody wants to buy. When market starts pumping, everybody will start asking me, is it a good time to buy? Can I buy right now? I don't think now is a good time to buy, man. I don't think now. If you're looking to get into BTC, I'll wait for BTC to pull back. I'll wait for BTC to pull back for me to like actually get BTC. I'm just waiting for BTC to touch our final take profit, which is around 74,500. So once we hit this target, I feel like our trade is gonna be complete. It's gonna be a complete trade, and from there we can look for another swing trade. I like what Toad said. Toad was like the answer is yes. It's a good time to buy, so we can lock in profit. So we can lock in profit, man. So we can use you as exit liquidity. It's called exit liquidity. And you guys, one thing you guys gotta understand, all these institutions, that's what they use us as. We retail guys, the institutions like all these big financial firms, they use us as easy liquidity. When they're about to exit the markets, do you know what these guys do? They'll start advertising crypto, everywhere. Crypto goes mainstream and people will start buying at the top. And then they use you guys as easy liquidity. It fucking sucks, man. Fucking sucks. So for the guy who's thinking about buying right now, maybe you might be my easy liquidity, bro. Because I've been waiting for BTC to hit this level. So you might help BTC. So we can use you as easy liquidity. And also for those of you who are new to trading, if you want to be getting swing trading signals, so if you want to learn how to do futures, so I'm going to teach you how to do futures and I'll be giving you signals at the same time. So let me show you guys what our futures, like the kind of benefits you guys are going to get once you join the academy. So this would be the benefits you guys will be getting. So you guys are going to be getting signals, right? For example, for BTC, I gave this signal, that was a week ago. So our entry price for BTC was around 65,800. BTC went to our DCA1, which was around 64,800. So right now we've locked in like two take profits. We've hit our TP1, 69,500. We've hit our TP2, 71,800. We are waiting for our final take profit, which is like 74,500. And also for the trade, it is a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio, right? So meaning that if you are investing $1,000 right now, if you're trading with $1,000, if the trade doesn't go your way, the maximum you might lose might be $20. And if the trade goes in your direction, you make about 80 to like $100 plus. And also when we are doing swing trading, I tell you guys when to lock in profit. So when BTC hit this target, I made an announcement on my Discord for people to actually take in profit, right? I was like, BTC just hit our first take profit level, 69,500, lock in profit. So after the live stream, I'm gonna be making another announcement for them to lock in profit at 71,800, even though BTC is way above that right now. So if you guys want to be getting this signal, if you want to learn how to do futures, because once you join the academy, you're gonna be getting this too. So we have like classes on perpetual futures, hyperliquid, candlesticks, basic technical analysis, and so many others. Chart patterns, price action, risk management, technical analysis, no technical indicators, trade versus range, leverage trading, and other types. So all these classes, we've already completed it and it's already recorded and stored in the academy. So if you want to have access to all these classes, DM me the word academy. And once I'm done with the live stream, I'm gonna get back to you. Our screen is having problem again. Anytime I go to my Discord, it's fucking back. Any other question for me, guys? And also, if you're joining the live for the first time, over here, we do this live stream 7 days a week. You guys will never meet any mentor in the space that have the level of consistency I have. So when it comes to discipline, consistency, being a winner, I rival like anybody you put me in this space, I will swallow them and spit them out. So that's something I'm very, very proud of. Like when it comes to consistency, being in the market, I spend my time in the market all the time. Whenever I'm not doing my live stream, I'm studying charts. So if you're new to the channel and you don't want to be missing out on my live streams, make sure you hit that follow button and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever I go live. And for those who are new to crypto or you are new to trading and you want to learn how to trade, you want to learn crypto, DM me the word mentor. And once I'm done with the live stream, I will get back to you. For instance, asking what are you trading? I'm trading BTC. I'm currently trading Bitcoin at the moment. And to me, that's the best asset to trade when it comes to crypto. Whenever people ask me what should I trade in crypto, I say BTC. You know. Someone is asking go short. I wouldn't be going short right now, bro, because there is still so much bullish momentum. There is still so much bullish momentum, right? So I wouldn't be going short right now on BTC. And also for candles, let me show you guys some candle patterns for those of you that want to learn candles. So this candle you guys are seeing right now, because sometimes you guys might be looking at the chart of BTC, you guys might be like, what the fuck is going on? But if you want to understand what is going on right here, you got to understand candle basics. So you guys need to study candle basics. And after studying candle basics, you need to study candle patterns. So when it comes to candles, there are different kinds of patterns. We do have the bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, bullish Marubozu, bearish Marubozu, and so many other patterns. So with this candle, with these candle patterns, along with the chart patterns, it can actually help you to predict the direction the market is going to go. And also for this, I have this in my academy. So if you join my academy, you're gonna be getting this copy for free. You can actually download this, keep it for yourself once you join the academy. BTC, let's fucking go, bruh. $75,000 soon. $75,000 soon because that's what I'm waiting for. Hey, yo, thanks for the roses, Gav's dad. I really appreciate it. Shout out to Gav's dad. Someone keeps on asking about CMC20, Coin Market Cap 20. Let's look at this CMC20 because you keep on asking about this coin. So that's the Coin Market Cap Index. So the CoinMarketCap 20 Index DTF is a liquid index token powered by Reserve that tracks the CoinMarketCap 20 index. Oh, so it was, designed to measure the performance of the top 20 crypto projects by capitalization. So what this actually does, the first 20 crypto projects by market capitalization, it kind of measures like, their performance. It's just like an ETF, right? So this one just measures like, so if you want to know the direction this is going to go, it still depends on Bitcoin because when Bitcoin drops, other top 20 coins drops too. And when Bitcoin pumps, other top 20 coins actually pumps too. So I feel like that's the best way to know the direction. Just look at BTC. Let me just open BTC. So if you look at the chart with the chart of BTC, it's the same. So when we looked at previous chart, the previous chart was this way. And that's the same thing BTC is doing right now. Let's go back to the previous chart. Exactly like I predicted. You know, previous chart, I said previous chart was this way. So it follows BTC. That's what I'm gonna tell you. If you want to know the direction this is gonna go, coin market cap 20 index. Just study BTC. Just study BTC. Guys, everything in crypto boils down to BTC, bro. Because sometimes people ask me, look at this coin, what about this coin? What about everything boils down to BTC, man. If you're a trader, and that's what I'm telling you guys, for those of you who are traders, it doesn't matter whether you're a day trader, swing trader, futures trader, whatever trader you are, trade BTC, bro. Make your life very easy. Focus on BTC and just trade BTC. And you're gonna simplify everything for yourself. To me, that's all I trade. When it comes to crypto, I only trade BTC. When it comes to stocks, maybe S&P 500, right? So when it comes to capital markets, I just trade S&P 500. And then when it comes to commodities, I trade gold all the time. I rarely trade silver. And the only time I traded silver and oil was when they were skyrocketing. But I trade, most of the time I only trade gold when it comes to commodities. All right, Sly said my analysis a while ago says short BTC and I hit my stop loss. Market is really unpredictable at this time. 1000%. Even me too. Earlier today, I was like, market is looking bearish. You know, BTC is like, and that's why I told you guys you got to have your stop loss. Sometimes market can be unpredictable. This guy did his analysis. From his analysis, you're supposed to short Bitcoin. Even me too, in the morning time, when I was doing my analysis, it was a short position. And all of a sudden, Trump announced, after Trump announced the ceasefire or whatever, market starts pumping. And that's why you can't just focus on candlesticks alone. Sometimes you got to know what's going on, whether like a news is going to come out, So markets can be unpredictable sometimes. And that's all I can tell you, It can be unpredictable sometimes. Someone is asking, what do I charge in my lesson? Just send me a DM first, and then we can talk about it. So for those who are watching on YouTube, you guys can just send me a DM on my Instagram. So that's my Instagram username, the God of Finance. So if you DM me on Instagram, for those who are watching on YouTube, if you DM me on Instagram, once I'm done with the live stream, I'll just reply my DMs. I go through all my DMs, like all my DMs. I go through all of them. And for those who are watching on TikTok, you can just message me on TikTok. And once I'm done with the live, I'll get back to you too. It kind of seems like BTC is beginning to lose momentum, but let's see how this plays out. BTC is not losing momentum. Well, the bulls, man, the bulls are very stubborn, bro. The bulls are like, we are not gonna let the bears take control. Bulls are fucking stubborn. So even though BTC is losing momentum right now, the bears are trying to drag BTC down. The bulls are still pushing this stuff. Someone is asking my thoughts about gold. So I think we opened a good position. There was a signal I shared on my group chat on my academy about gold. But let me just pull up the chart. As G, as gold. So gold is currently pumping too. Let me just pull up the signal that I shared for gold because gold right now is currently at 4,800. I shared this signal on my Discord after the BTC signal. So after BTC signal, we talked about gold. So when I shared the signal, I think gold was about $4,653 or so. And right now it's currently at $4,800, meaning that even this gold trade, if you join this trade that I shared for gold, it will still be profitable, right? Because our entry was around 4,550 to like 4,600. I think gold touched around 4,600 before pumping to like $4,800, meaning that you would have been $200 profitable right now. But for our take profit target, so gold has actually hit our first take profit for those that got into um into like the gold signal. So we're gonna wait for like the TP2 and TP3, which is like 5,000 and 5,300. But we smashed this one. We smashed it today. Gavs that set take profit at 72,300. BTC already smashed it today. I think we've already smashed 72,600 for BTC. Yeah, so let's go back to BTC. Yeah, so we've already smashed it. Any other question, guys? And also for those who are joining the live for the first time, we do this on a daily basis. So every day I come live and I give you guys the latest market update. After that, I give you guys strategies on how to navigate the market. And once we are done with that, we then do a Q&A section like we're doing right now. So if you're just joining for the first time and you don't want to miss out on any of my lives, make sure you follow and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever I go live. And if you're new to crypto or if you're new to trading, you want to learn about trading, you want to learn about futures, DM me the word mentor. And once I'm done with the live stream, I'm going to get back to you. And for those who are watching on YouTube, if you want to DM me, you guys can actually DM me on Instagram. So for TikTok, for those watching on TikTok, I do go through my TikTok DMs, but for the ones watching on YouTube, just search my username on Instagram and just send me a DM and I will get back to you. I do have about 10 more minutes left, so I'll pick a few more questions within these 10 minutes, and after that, we're gonna be done for the day. and I'll be coming back. I'll be coming back tomorrow. But I'm super excited. Our trade for BTC, it was a very good trade. We did hit a home run for our BTC trade, right? So we smashed our first take profit target. We smashed our second take profit target, and we are waiting for our final TP level, which is around 74,500. And I see that happening sometime this week. So sometime this week, BTC will definitely be smashing our final take profit, and then that would be a very successful trade. And that's one thing I like about swing trading. It is less stressful, and your trade is more likely to play out. You know, your trade is more likely to play out. And also for those who are in my Discord, for those who followed my trade on my Discord, they don't have to be on their screen all the time. So if they're working 9 to 5 right now, they don't have to be on their screen all the time trying to predict the market. All they have to do is set and forget. You know, follow the target I give, they set and they forget. You know, and that's why I prefer swing trading. If you don't have the best advice I can give you for those of you that want to be profitable, stick to swing trading. I do day trading sometimes, but swing trading is like over 80% success rate. Someone is asking whether Matic is dead. I don't think Matic is dead. What I'm gonna tell you is like the coin is dying. So there is a difference between dying and dead. Dead is like it's not coming back to life, but dying is like it's on a life support, right? So maybe a miracle might happen, and we might see Matic rise from the grave, like how Jesus did. You know how Jesus rose from the grave. Matic might do the same, or maybe the coin might just fully die out. So we're gonna see. Yeah, BTC is cooling off right now. It seems like the bears are beginning to take control for BTC. And also, like I said, this cool off we are seeing right now is actually expected, right? This cool off we are seeing right now for Bitcoin is actually expected because for market to pump this high. So BTC we went from like $68,000, to like $72,000, bruh. To like 72,000, almost $73,000. Of course, this level of cool off was expected, right? But regardless, I am still bullish on BTC. That's what I'm gonna tell you guys. I still see BTC hitting $75,000 sometime this week. $75,000 sometime this week. That will be my target. I keep on seeing someone asking about XCN. I thought we've talked about this coin multiple times in the past. Chat isn't looking good though. Like the chat isn't looking good. So the coin is down about 97%. So what is gonna actually make this coin pump? I'm gonna keep it real with you. Hype from the Clarity Act, right? So if the Clarity Act gets passed right now, there is so much hype. We might see XCN actually starts pumping, right? But looking at the chart is not looking good for this coin. Give me a sec. Chart is not actually looking good for this coin, right? So maybe the hype from the Clarity Act can make it pump. But if you're asking, I don't see this coin going back to its former all-time high. I feel like if the coin is to pump, the maximum I see this coin retesting is gonna be this key level right here. So that would be my maximum I see XC and actually retesting, right? If the coin is to pump, we might see the coin pump all the way to here before dying out. Even if it pumps and goes to that key level, that's your loss of profit. That's over 10x. If it goes to that level, over 10x, which is still a good profit, right? Man, the bulls are very stubborn, bro. Even though the bears try to take down, try to take down the price of BTC, the bulls are fucking stubborn, One thing about candles, for those of you that don't know about candles, candles tells you the story of what's actually going on. Every candle tells a story, right? So you can actually predict the direction the market is going to go just by studying each and every candle that you guys are seeing right here. All these candles tell a story. And that's what I'm telling you guys. You guys gotta you guys need this book. You need to study this and understand how candles work. You know, this is just like 5 pages, but I feel like if you can study this and get used to, candles, candle patterns, and then chart patterns, I think it's gonna help you become a better trader than just, buying randomly and selling randomly because that's what I see so many people do. So many people don't even pay attention to what is candles, right? They just go over here, open the chart, and they buy randomly, and that's how they lose. But every candle actually tells you a story, and that's why when you go to these candle patterns, you can see like a morning star, you can see an evening star, you can see a hammer, you can see a bullish engulfing, you can see a bearish engulfing, you can see a marabozo. So whenever you see this kind of candlestick, it is a marabozo, right? You know. Someone said that's a 50-minute candle. Yeah, it is a 50-minute candle. It is a 50-minute candle. It kind of seems like the bears are taking control right now. But while the bears are taking control right now, the bulls, a lot of bulls have made money, right? So they're locking in profit. Imagine you bought BTC at, me, I called it when BTC was at $65,000. But earlier today, BTC was at $68,000. It pumped from like 68 all the way to like almost 73. Of course, people are gonna lock in profits. That was expected. So I'm not even surprised that BTC is pulling back right now. Just that I'm very glad we locked in our TP1, which was 69,500. We locked it in. We locked in our TP2, which is like 71,800. So for our final take profit, which is over here, it might take sometime this week. I see us, reaching that level. So I'm not even worried at all. Even if BTC crashes right now, we're still gonna be profitable, right? Because we've locked in most of our profits. Any other question for me, guys? I do have about 2 more minutes left until I'm done with the live stream. And also, what do you guys think about these live stream settings? Because initially the way we do our live stream was different. The phone was like you guys weren't seeing my screen, but right now you guys can actually see my screen. So what do you guys actually think? So do you guys prefer it this way so we can keep on doing it this way? Or do you guys like the old previous life in which you guys weren't seeing the screen and just seeing just my face, just my handsome face without a screen? So which one do you guys prefer? Someone said this is way better, beautiful. This is better, beautiful. Well, we're gonna keep it this way. And to me too, I prefer it this way, because whenever I'm doing my explanation, at least you guys can see what's happening in the screen whenever I'm explaining stuff, right? But back then, when you guys weren't seeing my screen, you guys can't even tell what's going on. So I think we're gonna keep it this way. And also for live trading, we're gonna be doing more live trading. I'm gonna be sharing more signals, more future signals, because that's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on like futures trading. I don't want to be doing so many things at the same time, trading options, trading this, trading that. I'm just gonna put all my energy on futures so I can, bring my students the best results. So for those of you who are interested in learning futures, if you're interested in like, learning how leverage works, trading futures, DM me the word futures. And once I'm done with the live stream, I'm gonna get back to you. And for those of you who are new to the live stream, we do this 7 days a week. So if you don't want to miss out on any of my lives, make sure you hit that follow button and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever I go live. All right, love you guys. And what I'm gonna tell you guys, always take healthy profits. Don't get too comfortable. Always stick to your strategy whenever you're trading, right? That will be the advice I'm gonna give you guys. So love you guys. See you tomorrow. Happy trading and peace.